When the distant presence brings its closeness in sight and warmth rises in you, that's the moment to see the connectedness there. Even if other sights and times make you feel cold, the warmth of the beautiful ones carries you through the depths as soon as you learn to preserve and appreciate them. However, this balance can only exist if you understand that the sun may return to that shadowy spot at another time. Balance is not a monopoly. It carries both highs and lows, cold and warmth. The creator can make a fire from wood or warm his fellow beings with the sound of a flute carved from the same wood. This allowed me to realize again the diversity of our possibilities and also to emphasize the priority set in this choice. And sometimes you may be called to warmth alone, whereas at others a shared exchange seems important. Of course, you want to have both, which is certainly not always possible. But even if you make a conscientious decision, you often have to choose one or the other. In this case, my decision will soon mean distance, as I will no longer live in this area and will have to do without this close exchange of my good friend. This can also leave you completely cold, filled with pain, or make you appreciate the times all the more. You will be able to see each other again, to decide anew that you want to. Because here too lies the choice before you. It's about self-confidence when it comes to making decisions. They certainly entail certain changes that are unforeseen, but are supported by your clarity, which also forms the basis for optimism in your actions. In addition to trusting your own actions, we must first be sure of what is important to us, what we really want to strive for, or what calls for our attention from the outside. If your senses are not sharpened according to your own values for too long, an external force will make decisions for us. I have learned to resist this, but this constant force has also caused me to slow down and spread out sometimes. Slight accumulations and backlogs occurred because time was ticking inside me again, and steps away from my development seemed like steps through quicksand. But there is also a center of balance at play here. Removal brings clarity and is less elusive when it finds its place directly in the process of creation. This is not only the case with everyday objects, but also between people. If we accumulate mismatching facets, take them with us, and sweep them out of the way, the subsequent outburst is inevitable. We should not do this only when things are overflowing. A resolution gives us clarity along the way, so that we can pay better attention to our own needs. When a path of reuse is found, it allows us to part with ballast and heaviness, give the thing and ourselves a reset and a solution of preservation. Just as with dirty clothes after a long day, from which we wash off the undesirable to feel clean when wearing them next time, we should part from what's unwanted in our lives to attract a surrounding that is built on our values. Sometimes this means true separation. Other times it may be enough to deviate for a short time to gain new clarity about the decision. Overall, I think regarding that, the most important thing is to be clear and certain about your decisions. That's when you truly stand behind them and trust in the power that guides you, because even a small move can always be a big step in a new direction.